Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, L2Y? Dopes first again. Mr. Star, what's up? Art by Von, Isaiah, Gabe, Zenobia, Yasha. Thanks for coming in, everybody. How's everybody doing? Yeah, so the leaks for the Black Clover chapter 353 just came out, and Black Clover is going to be on another break next week. So that's unfortunate, but I mean, we should be expecting this. This has kind of been the trend lately. Tabata's, obviously going through a lot. But at least we got 2 chapters in a row before a break. Yeah. Art by Vaughn, yeah. Um, yeah, we are getting another break. No chapter next. We're getting a chapter this week, but not next week. Justin Higginbottom, it's just a 1 week break as far as we know. Yasha Flames, you're working on your novel. Nice. What's your novel about? Also, the new Wizard King of the Land of the Sun. I mean, maybe he'll become a shogun. But, I mean, like I've said, Black Clover might as well just go bi-weekly at this point. Like, have we had... I did this a few weeks ago when I streamed, but like, trying to see the dates of how many breaks we've had. Why does Viz always log me out? Okay, so since Black Clover returned, I'll actually pull this up too. So Black Clover returned 332. So I had two chapters in a row, break, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters in a row, break, 1, 2 chapters in a row, break, 1 chapter in a row, back-to-back breaks, 1 chapter, back-to-back breaks, and then a break, and then a chapter, and then a break, and then a chapter, break, chapter. So I'm pretty sure that we have not had 3 chapters in a row. Let me double check that. We haven't had 3 chapters in a row since August 21st, when we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters in a row. So September 19th was the last time we had more than 3 chapters in a row, I think. Oh, wait, no. We had the 3 for this one. Never mind. So it was October 16th. So this was 3 in a row. And then break. And since then, we have not had... Right? I don't think we've had... Oh, no, okay, 3 in a row right here. Jeez, I'm really bad at this. We haven't had more than 4 in a row. Never mind. So we have not had more than 4 in a row in a long time. We just did get 3 in a row a couple weeks ago, though. But still, that just shows how inconsistent the Black Clover chapters are. If we've only had 2 different instances of 3 or more chapters in a row, even though it's supposed to be a weekly series. So, I mean, it's fine. It's not a huge deal. Tabata needs his breaks. But the worst part, I'll go back to the Viz thing. The worst part was these few stints when we had, look at that, 3 weeks no chapter. 3 weeks no chapter. That sucked. And that was in short succession. We had a chapter here, 3 weeks no chapter, 2 chapters in a row, 3 weeks no chapter, 1 chapter, 2 weeks no chapter. That was a really bad stretch to be a Black Clover fan. That was really hard to go through. But at least it's not like that as a work. We're like, we still got back-to-back chapters and 1 week off. Yeah, I saw that, Byron, but I'm not going to be talking too much about what happened in the leaks. How many chapters do I think will be? If this is truly the end of the Land of the Sun arc, it's going to be very soon. If it's not the end, like if Lucifer just does show up, then I think we have a while. Black Clover getting... No, this is not nearly as bad as Hunter x Hunter. Well, I would say I heard it in a dream. Don't get fed up. Like, you have to remember that Tabata is pulling like 70-hour weeks and endangering his health to make this series. So I'm not even gonna complain. Like, 2 chapters in a row and a chapter off. Like, I wouldn't even mind if Black Clover was just bi-weekly. And we only got 2 chapters a month consistently. I mean, he just needs breaks. Oh, damn. But I don't see it as a big deal. I mean, it did really suck when we had those back-to-back 3 weeks in a row of no chapters. But a couple of those weren't even his. I think 2 out of those, like, missed weeks, 2 of them were magazine breaks, like holidays and stuff. Also, Broku, please check my DMs where. What's up, Antonio? I'm doing good. How about you? Achika's about to have Asa take responsibility. Oh my god. I don't know, man. I just do not see Achika and Asta getting together. You know who I really see? I see Magna and Achika. Magna's gonna fall in love with Achika. You're gonna watch One Piece now? Only watch 10 today? Jeez, you watched 10 episodes today? On Discord. Alright. Can't stay for stream today, currently 1 a.m. Alright, see ya. Have a good one, sleep in danger. Achika would hate Magna? I don't think so. Knocked in Achika? Oh no. Achika blinks and Magna dies. Magna probably likes that though. You want to see this show animated again? I mean, we got the movie in a couple months. Magna Achika, it's happening, guys. Yeah, Yosuga, Mirror, that's gonna happen. Magna. Yeah, Yosuga, Marileona. I'm not gonna talk about too much because that is spoilers, but Amari and Luck, yeah. Knocked in Achika. No Zell in Achika? Hell no. Wait. Lizard King in. Bro, you just said that I'm insane for saying Magna and Achika. And you're coming in with Nozel and Achika? Bro. I don't like the Goku vs. Naruto 22. I don't like the Asa and Achika ship. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I don't think it's stupid though. Ew, Ferrata. Bro. Check yourself. Big Trey Games, what's my most out there theory that I have not done? I can't just give it away. Let's see, who else could be good for Achika? Leopold. No. Vanessa and Yosuga. Vanessa and Fujio ship. No, Vanessa and Ryu. Incest was common, unfortunately. Yeah, but we don't need that. Beto and Achika. You know Achika? No, you know who's going with Charmy, bro. Leo, who exactly? Ain't no way Chica's your height. How tall is she? Didn't her bio page just come out? Who is Yuno? I think Yuno's gonna end up with Charmy. Luck and a Chica. I mean, that's like my backup for Luck. Like, but he's gonna be with Amari. Yuno's not gonna marry anyone because he's gonna die. Maybe he'll die after he gets married, though. Bro, yeah, I can't wait till Noelle sees Asta. 156 centimeters. I don't know. She's 5'1". Staying single because he's an introvert by nature. But here's the thing, though. It doesn't necessarily matter if Yuno's an introvert. Because, for one, he's stated to be... I think he's, like, stated to be the second most attractive character in the verse. And he's a royal. And he has high magic power. He already gets girls simping over him, so he can still be an introvert and still easily, like, get a girl. Luck and Kazukaku. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I don't see Mimosa getting together. Julius and the Witch Queen, bro? I could see more so Lucius with that. What's up, T-Virus? Thanks for coming in. Drunk Asa should have made a move on Ichika. Bro, why does that sound super sus the way you say that? Tabata did like an attractive character ranking. Let's see if I can find it. And I believe Yuno was pretty high. Oh, maybe he's the most attractive. That's like the Google search. Why can I not find the actual databook page? I hate Google. Google's gone to shit. Oh, yeah, so... excuse me. At the time of... So this is volume 12. That's Around the Witch's Forest arc. Yuno's the most attractive man in Black Clover. It also has a female one where canonically Noelle is prettier than Mimosa. Oh my god. I gotta post this on Twitter to attack or make fun of the Mimosa stands. But yeah. This is not from the data book. This is from the Questions Brigade. Yuno is, at the time of the Witch's Forest, roughly, is canonically the hottest guy in Black Clover. Kirsch is third, Licht, so Licht is the second. I almost said Patri, but technically he's in Licht's body, which makes sense because that's basically his son. So they should look similar. Nozelle's 4 and Klaus, without his glasses, is number 5. That's hilarious. Kahona 5, Vanessa 4. Ooh, I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I mean, because Vanessa versus Charlotte for Yami, if Charlotte's like, I guess objectively more pretty per person, like in the verse, then that's gonna be a bit harder for Vanessa. But then again, their bond should be stronger with Yami. She's with him more. But then again, here's the best part right here. Noelle is prettier than Mimosa, so Asta's gonna end up with her. Asta ain't even top 5. There's no way. Patri made the list, XD, but it's because he's in Lick's body, though. Though I wonder if Amped Magda would be higher. Like, I know a lot of people don't think Magda's super attractive, but I've heard that he's supposedly super attractive with his hair down. Like, people simp over this version of Magna specifically. Maybe with his hair down, he's top 5 in the verse. How is Asta not on the top 5? Well, there's reasons for it. Because, like, girls being attracted to guys is not based purely on looks. Also super confident. And super, what's the word? Like, he's not fake. And, I mean, he's got a good job. But then again, so does all the other people on that ranking. But, I mean, because we only have a top 5, we don't actually know how attractive Asta is, per se. Asta can take both Sukuna and Gojo. Yeah, he can. Asta is above the verse looks. Yeah, Asta's got the Riz. That's why he doesn't need to be on there. I mean, you know, Asta's got the Riz if he's 5 foot tall, and he's got royal girls wanting him. Technically, Noelle will be 1 and Charlotte will be 2, based on the fact that it says she is 1 without her. Oh, is she really? I didn't even see that part. Oh shit! Noelle's number 1. I mean, this is also at the time the Witches 4, so there's a lot of other characters that were introduced. And I wonder if this might not even be in the verse. This might be only the Clover Kingdom. I can't remember. Oh, so the ranking is technically, the most beautiful women and men are ranked according to the Clover Kingdoms and Tabata's tastes. So it does seem to be it's only about the Clover Kingdom, and so based on that, it doesn't actually well is superior. Asta versus Naruto, that'll be a video in the future. Why do people say Mimosa is overpowered? If all she, I mean, that's not all she can do though. Remember, she stalemated a 50% Dark Disciple. Her healing magic is OP. I mean, yeah, her healing magic is OP. I request a poll for who's more attractive for the female cast. Okay. I'll start a poll. Most attractive. And Black Clover. Charlotte. And let's just consider each of these characters are in their peak. So it's Charlotte without her helmet on. Vanessa. Noelle. Mimosa. Those are like probably the 4 most popular female characters. Asta low-key slaps Naruto unless he's Baryon mode. I don't know about that. We really getting a poll for this? Hey, y'all asked for it. I'm just doing what you guys want. I really don't care. The Chica victims? True. Where the fuck is Fauna? Well, she's not, like, if I could make it a bigger poll, I would, like, if I could do 10 characters, I probably would have Fauna, a Chica, maybe Marileona on there too, maybe Dorothy. I don't know who to choose. I mean, Noelle's kind of killing it. Like, it's not even close. It's obvious Asta's most attractive. I ain't complaining. Nice. What's up, Lex? We got a member in here. Thanks for coming in. Best girl's obviously Yami. Marileona, bro. I mean, I can only do 4. YouTube only lets you do 4 different things for a poll. Yeah, Lolopechka, Witch Queen. I'd probably add some of those characters on there if I could do 10. But I'd also split the poll a lot. But then again, that'd make it better. Hard to pick. I mean, it's like I said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Charlotte's in last place, though. Who thinks Mimosa is more attractive than Charlotte? That blows my mind. Mimosa would be last place for me on that list. Noelle's mom? I mean, that's Noelle's mom. I'll see her as literally just Noelle. A pole tournament. Charlotte, yeah, I think Charlotte would be. I would vote for her out of this. She'd be number one. But I think Noelle is still best girl though, because it's not all about looks. And so yeah, Charlotte 1, Noelle 2, Vanessa 3, Mimosa 4. Marilyn is not up there. I can only pick 4 characters. Feel Vogel. Mimosa's devoted though. Magicula. Oh. Lonely L is putting Mimosa. I mean, Mimosa's last out of those 4 for sure. Byron. Oh, thanks for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Imagine a Chica after what happened to Leaks meets Noelle. That would be a battle. Oh, that would be awesome. Sorry, Broken. Mimosa's attractive. I didn't say Mimosa's unattractive. I said that she would be last out of all those 4. Yeah, these characters are all 18. But yeah, good point, Byron. I really want to see Chica and Noelle meet, and like I don't think Tabata is gonna build too much on like any sort of tension or chemistry between Asta and Chica. I just don't see it. But if it does turn out like, because we already know that Yami is the protective older brother, right? We already know that. Imagine if Yami finds out that Chica likes Asta. That could lead to some of the funniest moments in the series. Like, Yami being the protective brother to Asta would be so funny. Alright, I'm gonna end the pool. Noelle just killed it. It wasn't even close. Charlotte ended up 3rd place. What's up, unknown person? Yeah, I'm sure we'll get to see the Black Bulls pretty quick. But we do need to remember that Noelle was not with the Black Bulls when they left to go find Asta. So we might not get that reunion. Like, just because we see the Black Bulls return or find the Land of the Sun does not mean that we will see a reunion with Noelle. Because, yeah, she just wasn't there. I'll try and find that chapter again. I think it was 337. Noelle's not with the Black Bulls when they go to try and find Asta. Like, so this is the first page. Magna, is that Gordon, Gray, Noct? And then we get Henry, Zora, Gray, Ghost, Charmy, Luck, Magna, Finral, Vanessa, Noct. Noelle is not in any of these. Then it shows all the Black Bulls that are there. Then they leave. Noelle's not in that gathering at all. So that's what makes me think that she is not... Either she'll be the first one there, she'll beat the Black Bulls there, or she'll be late after the Black Bulls are there, or she's just doing something completely different. Do I think Noelle's older siblings will be relevant in this final arc? Only Nozo. But Solid and Nebra just have not done anything post, really. Like, what did they do in the Spade Saga? I think the only thing they did was they helped stall an attack from the Ancient Demon. That's it. Ooh, new member, Anti-Wave. Thanks for coming to member. Appreciate that. Welcome, Anti-Wave. Yami, Nero, and Noelle are all probably training with the captains. Maybe. What do you think would become of the Black Bulls captain if Yami dies, Magna or Noct? Oh, who do you think would become? My bad. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Asta, to be honest. Asta is a vice captain rank now. Ultra Zuck, it's just we're not getting a chapter next week. But yeah, I think Asta could become the captain. I mean, I think it's just his time. Noct is just not like a captain type character in my opinion. Asta's a vice captain level. He's actually been like around the Black Bulls more than Noct. It depends though. Like, we might not even get enough time. Like, I guess you could have it so that Yami dies, Asta becomes the captain of the Black Bulls, and then it's captain of the Black Bulls Asta versus captain of the Golden Dawn Yuno. Whoever wins becomes the Wizard King. But does the Dragon's Regeneration put it above Lucifero with his with its regeneration even against anti-magic? You mean like Lucifero's regeneration versus the five-headed dragons? Or are you talking about just is the dragon stronger than Lucifero? I guess I'll answer both. Yeah, the dragon is way stronger than Lucifero. As for regeneration, we don't really see too much of regeneration from Lucifero, so I'd say it's above that as well. So yeah, Lucifero versus the five-headed dragon, it would not go good for Lucifero. That's a good point, T. Greeny. Noct is not charismatic enough to be the captain, whereas Asta is Asta is what's turned the Black Bulls into the second best squad, like in terms of stars, but also just the best squad all around. He kind of just made it so that they all got along together more. Noct as captain, Asta vice captain. Yeah, I mean, we don't know if Asta's technically the vice captain yet, because you can be the rank of a vice captain without actually being a vice captain. Broku, what things do you think Tabata will do to make Noelle relevant again against the Paladins and Lucius, especially with how strong Lucius and Asta are? Thank you for that. Another super chat, Byron. Appreciate that. So Byron, I don't know if you remember my theory about Noelle being related to the Sea God. That's kind of where I think it's going to go. I mean, she has likely lost Undine, but I'm sure she's still got stronger over the 15 months. But I think that she will delve deeper into her powers of the Sea God. Because there's a lot of evidence in the manga, and then the anime canon just really added on to her possibly being a half god or a demigod or whatever. So, either I think Noelle might have gone to the Seabed Temple to maybe try and convene with the guardian spirit that lives at the depths of the temple, and maybe she can, get like crazy powerful as she awakens her hybrid state or whatever. Maybe she'll have a second magic type, but that's how I think she will. I don't know about regular training. I think she might be in the Seabed Temple right now. Unknown person, that was 50% Lucifero. Well, even if you double Lucifero's power, I mean, that would be 100% Lucifero. And the Ryuzen are all many times stronger than 50% Lucifero. So I guess this goes off of the Ichika is a billion times stronger than Lucifero thing. She's not a billion times stronger. I know you're just being hyperbolic for hyperbolic's sake, because she is a lot stronger, but that kind of is the logic. Yeah, Ichika is way stronger than Lucifero, like many times, and yet it took her a significant amount of magic power to cut off one of the dragon's heads. So that's how we can determine that it's stronger than Lucifero, even if it was 100% Lucifero. Asta finally got a real woman. I just realized Mimosa is on the cover of the thumbnail. Austin been getting real woman? You have Noct as a good number 2 and not a good number 1. I think Asta really could be the captain. You think Lucius will revive previous Wizard Kings? I think so. Like previous Wizard Kings, previous captains. Bro, and on and on. You are out of pocket, bro. Noella was a hybrid. What do I think her second magic would be? Well, now that I think about it, if she is the descendant of the sea god, she might not even have a second attribute because the sea god might just have water magic too. But she might just have a higher level, like holy sea magic or something like that. Divine sea magic. Or divine water magic, I mean. What do I think Magna will do in the final arc? I think he will level up his Soul Chain Deathmatch, but I think he will die. Rebecca, I actually do like Rebecca a lot. Sloppy name. Yeah, I mean, I don't really buy Chica's above Lucifero, but if you believe that you could conclude that the dragon is stronger than Lucifero, yeah. I mean, I'd be interested to hear why you don't agree with that, Justin, but yeah, that kind of is part of it. For why the dragon is stronger than Lucifero. Nope. Respect. Magna might get armory type spells like guns. Magna, I could see him rocking the Glock. I mean, guns canonically exist in Black Clover. How strong do I think the captains will be in the current arc? Probably as strong or stronger than the Ryuzen when they return. We've never seen two parents in the whole story except for Yuno. Is that true? I think you might be right. We never see Papa Silva. We haven't seen either the Fogolian or the Vermilion parents. No, technically, you're wrong. Because Licht and Tetsuya are two parents. What's funny is because they're both tied to Yuno. Yuno has his two parents, and then Licht and Tetsuya are the parents of Licht Jr. Ichika was stronger than Asta. Asta to beat Lucifero, and although he wasn't using Ki to its full extent. That's kind of the... It's more like Asta is stated to be stronger than when he fought Lucifero, and Ichika could body him without even trying. You think after this mini-arc with Asta, it's going to cut away to a Black Bulls mini-arc? That's what I'm really hoping for. Oh my god, Anon, bro. You are I mean, not your captain. You're out of pocket. I mean, they're Licht Jr.'s parents. Licht and Tetsuya. Yeah, we do see Nangris's dad and mom, too. That's a good point, Davi. Oh, we also see Henry's parents, too. I think we also see Charlotte's parents, even though it's kind of a silhouette. You want to draw Magna with a Glock now? You totally should. That'd be awesome. I mean, practice is practice. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to think of other parents, like both parents we've seen. It's definitely not a lot. Gordon, yeah, we do see Gordon's parents, you're right. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, it is still pretty rare overall, but... Leroy. Clover going on break because One Piece about to drop a banger chapter with Kid versus Shanks. I don't really know much about One Piece. Like, I know who Shanks is, no idea who Kid is. Ghosh and Marie's parents. I think we might see a silhouette of them in the manga or the anime. And actually, technically, we do see Noelle's dad, but it's just from the back, so we don't see his face. So that's kind of like a 50-50 right there. Flame magic with a Glock go crazy. Yeah, Magna. Magna needs to go into the Clover Kingdom's armory. I just think we have enough information. Nothing's particularly explicit. I wouldn't say Chica is above Lucifera, but I wouldn't say Lucifera is above Chica. I see how it is. I see how you think. We're more than likely going back to the Clover Kingdom after this chapter, and it may flash back 4 days before the current chapter. Yeah, that's true. Lucius's reaction to losing 3 paladins next chapter. That'd be interesting. So yeah, damn, never mind. That's a leak. I'll talk about that on Sunday. Like the leak chapter, it's not even a leak chapter. Technically, it's a leak. It's not even a fanlation yet. But it does give a time frame where we're at now. But I don't want to talk about that till Sunday, because I like just to dive in. We see Nox dad. We do see Nox dad and mom. You're right. And it's a fairly high possibility that we've seen Luck's parents, because there's a fairly high possibility that his father is Charlotte's father. We've seen Charlotte's father, and we've seen Luck's mom. So the next chapters will be about Uno versus Lucius. That would be hype. I would actually prefer that, and then get to the Black Bulls. Excuse me, Antonio. I don't know if I'd make a Black Bulls as a basketball team, but that is a funny idea. Maybe I'll do that on a stream. I think we also see Rill's parents. Do we? I think we might. In a flashback. I just realized we still haven't seen Yami's mom, have we? Yeah, you're right, Anti-Wave. We have seen Longris and Frindle's parents. Elf kids come back. What do you think is their purpose in the story? I don't think those elven kids are going to have much of a purpose, to be honest. I think that their whole point was just when the elves were... when their souls left at the end of the Elf Saga, just showing them there, showing those child elves that were descendants of Licht and Tetia, was just foreshadowing. I remember when I spotted that. I'm like, these kids have pointy ears. What are they doing? Their souls aren't going away. I'm like, those are elves. That means some elves survived, and they're seeing this. And then it was confirmed later that they were in Elysia. So, I think that kind of was their whole point. Because those aren't actually Licht's children. Those are Licht's descendants. Which means they're probably not that related to Licht and Tetia. Because that was 500 years ago. It depends on who Licht Jr. 2, which I believe is Liba, who he, or even if it was a she, if it's not Liba, who they got with. And how many, like, descendants they had, you know? But they're probably not that related to Licht. If it's been 500 years, it's possible they have less than 1% of his genetics. What chapter or episode did those elf reincarnated kids show up? I think I missed it. It's like the same chapter where all the elves... I'll just bring it up so you don't have to go look through it. It's got to be like 214 maybe. Maybe 213. Found it. Yeah, it's 213. It's right here. You see Asta just hit his Demon Destroyer into it. All the souls are leaving, and then you see the 2 children right here. You see the pointy ears, and you see them looking up because they're looking at all the souls leave, but their souls are not leaving. So I think that was their purpose, was just to show that elves survived, and they, like, you know, that there would be a place for Patri and Fauna and Veto and Raya to go. I don't think they're going to be too important beyond that. We did see Jack's father. We didn't see his parents, though, I don't think. Y'all think Lucius wants elves in his ideal world? He's all about humans in their true forms. So he's gonna rid them elves for space. It depends. What's up, Toxic? How you doing? So it depends on how Lucius. Because honestly, if we're talking scientifically, humans and elves would have to be super related. Like, they might even be technically the same species, or it might just be like, you have Homo sapiens and Neanderthals, where they're types of humans. They're different. They're just different types of humans. Because, like, Tetsia, a human, had a child with Licht, and then their child can produce offspring, which means that they might actually be very, very close. So it depends on what Lucius defines as humanity. That Zetten video incoming soon, along with Doom. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, I'll have to talk to Rax about doing Doom versus Lucifero. I'm thinking about just doing that when I have a week off of school. Because I think my finals in like 3 weeks. I would like to do that when I have just a week off of school before I start the next term. Zetten video, I don't know when that'll happen. I kind of want to do that once the Land of the Sun arc is done. Licht is down bad when elves are meant to be led by mana, but nowhere near the top. Yikes, yeah. Lucius is going to turn into Adolf Sagratis when he sees them elves. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean, I could see him just wanting it just for humans, but... David Haynes, yeah. Yeah, I've been talking ever since it was revealed that there was a twin that survived the massacre of Licht and Tetia. I immediately thought it was Liebe. Damn Toxic, yeah. Yuno's been, I think, training and preparing for his fight with Lucius. That's like his focus right now. Can Dorothy do something useful in the final arc? Yes, she can. Will she? Based on Tabata's track record, probably not, unless if this is on the longer end. Like, if Black Clover gets near the 500 chapter limit, I could see some stuff with Dorothy. But if we're only getting like 400 to 450 chapters total, I don't know if we're going to get that. Jump gets volumes into production 2 weeks ahead, so somewhere out there early chapters should exist. Yeah, they're probably just, like... I wonder if they're actually finished, or if they're just near finished. But... Yuno's doing all that training only to get killed, or turn into a paladin. I keep remembering there are people in the Clover Kingdom who believe Asta's dead. Yeah, a lot of people think he's dead. The Black Bulls just chose to believe that he's alive. Cordoba's Everdeen. Where's Raya? I mean, I think Raya could be really interesting in this arc. Like, I hope that Raya touches Lucius's Grimoire. He could be a key, like, depending on what Tabata wants to do. 500 chapter limit. Well, like, going into Black Clover's final saga, my prediction had always been it would be a 100 to 150 chapter final saga, which would make Black Clover between 430 to 480 chapters long. Maybe it could go a bit higher and get to 500, but it's hard to guess because I mean we only have 2 sagas to go off of. We have the Elf Saga, which is 228 chapters long. And we have the Spade Saga, which is 102 chapters long. Excuse me. So I don't think it's going to be less than the Spade Saga. It could maybe be as long, or like barely shorter. But I don't see it being considerably shorter, like only 70 to 80 chapters. But I also don't see it being as long as the Elf Saga, because that was super long. But it'd be nice. I would actually be happy if it was 230 chapters long, like the Elf Saga. Hell yeah, why not? We'd be getting close to 600 chapters of Black Clover. That means that if the final saga is as long as the Elf Saga, we still would have, like, let me see, like over 5 years of Black Clover manga. Probably a bit more, to just considering how many breaks we're getting. Amari's hair has dyed, but Jozo is sus, scars, white-colored hair, hides his identity from people by the cooking. Yeah, that could be interesting. 500 chapters, press X for doubt. I mean, I don't think it's 500 chapters is really that crazy. Because that would mean that the final saga would need to be 170 chapters, which is like almost right in the middle between what the Spade and the Elf saga were. But like, considering that we're getting several arcs in the Spade saga, or not the Spade saga, the final saga. Like, we're probably, like, so the Land of the Sun, this is an arc. We'll probably get an arc of Yuno versus Lucius, an arc of the Black Bulls trying to find Asta, and then probably the longest arc of them all will be the final battle. And then, after the final battle against Lucius, the final arc of Black Clover will be Asta versus Yuno, which would probably get a multi-chapter long fight. And then after that, we'd probably get a few chapters of winding down to the end of the series. So, with all of those different arcs, I really don't think it's that crazy. I do doubt it, Davi, that 500 is like gonna happen, but I don't think it's that crazy though. I still think it's fairly possible. Can Asta use Ryu's eye? This is the most common questions I've been getting. I think I need to make a YouTube short or TikTok of this because the chapter kind of already answers the question where this is shown. The answer is no. Asta could not use it, but I'll show it. I'll probably need to make a YouTube short or TikTok because I got a lot of questions, which is fine. I mean, I thought of this as a possibility immediately too, but when you actually like read it, you can see why it's probably not likely. But yeah, this is chapter 351. The power that lies dormant in this land, the Tengensu, an eye which can see through anything with it. Perhaps we could. You two are the only ones with enough Yoryoku to acquire the eye. However, at the price of gaining Tengensu, you would lose all your Yoryoku. So it does seem like, for one, you need to have a high magic power to use the eye because you have to sacrifice your magic power to get the eye, which means I think that if somebody had low magic power, they couldn't even take the eye because they would not have enough magic power to give. And since Asta has no magic power, I don't think he can use the eye. Also in the anime, comes back, can we get more filler? Please, yeah, I think we will. I think we will get filler. I think we're going to get at least one filler arc in the anime for that 15-month time skip, and then I think we might get a movie that takes place during the 15-month time skip as well. And hopefully we get some light novels too. Is Doom versus my bad from me or something? Is Doom versus, oh my god, why can I not talk? Is Doom versus Lucifero talking about Doom Guy? If it is, I think he should win. From what I've seen on Korra, he can be scaled to like Hyperversal with lore. No, it's Doom from Marshall, the manga. Asta uses sword anti-magic. We all know how that came to be, but Lick's magic didn't disappear, and Yuno's elf soul received Lick and Tetia's powers. Yeah. It would be cool as hell if Yami loses an arm in a battle against Lucius, so he has to make an arm made of dark magic. That would be cool. Or, I mean, we know he has a devil heart. Devils have regenerative properties. He might just turn his arm into a devil arm, which would look sick. Especially if it's the arm that's opposite of Asta. The two fight together. I thought Marshall's only like FTL. Marshall scaling is very all over the place, in my opinion. Like, so here's my thing about Marshall scaling. So, there is, I think it's halfway through the series. So I think there's 140 chapters, and around like chapter 70, they find a character who is stated to be the speed of sound, and they make a huge deal about that character being the speed of sound. And it's stated over and over again. He has sound-based, like musical-based power. So they're like, okay, well, in order for Mosh to win, you need to be supersonic. You need to surpass the speed of sound. So 70 chapters into the series, the speed of sound is made like a huge deal in terms of combat speed, and Mosh surpasses it. And then it's like 15 to 20 chapters later, Mosh fights, I believe their name is Domina, or maybe it's Levi. I think it's Levi. I get the names a little bit confused. Because that's one of my issues with Marshall is I think a lot of the characters look so similar together that I kind of confuse their names. But I think it's Levi. Levi makes a giant railgun cannon that is stated to be Mach 7, which again is supposed to be this huge deal in terms of speed. And then, like 10 chapters after that, Mosh does a feat, which in terms of if you calculated the feat, it's like 35 times the speed of light. But then, like 30 chapters after that feat, it stated that Doom is only lightning speed. So it's like a really weird, like the speeds going for Mosh is really weird because you have the speed of sound being top tier, and then 15 chapters later, Mach 7 is top tier, and then like 10 chapters after that, you have a calculation feat that's like 35 times the speed of light, and then 30 chapters later, you have a character who's supposed to be really fast, stated to be lightning speed. So that's why I think that the speed scaling for Mosh is kind of all over the place. But I don't know. If you assume that the calculation is actually consistent, then why not? And if you do, then he's probably MFTL plus based on him having a transformation on top of that. But Plume Bob, member for 7 months, dang. Appreciate the support. We on break again. Oh, yeah, super chat too? Thanks, Plume Bob. Yeah, we're getting a 1 week break. Dorothy versus Freddy Krueger. I don't know how strong Freddy Krueger is, but probably Dorothy. Black Clover coming back seasonal. Yeah, I really hope it does. Like, if Black Clover comes back and they finish off the Spade Saga with seasonal quality, like, imagine if we get the Spade Saga in Bleach 1000 Year Blood War animation quality. That's gonna go off. That's gonna make the series come back with a bang. And then, like, imagine it comes back with a season of the Spade Saga. It finishes off. And then we get another season, which is a canon filler arc in the 15-month time skip. And then we get a movie. And then, by that time, there's going to be so much space for the manga that they could probably just start doing seasonal every year. On God. That's what I've been saying. Are you talking about the anime being seasonal, or are you talking about Freddy versus Dorothy? Yeah, Black Clover needs to be seasonal. It would change the game. Like, when you talk about, like, these other series that it competes with, My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover in terms of manga sales would be way closer to them if the anime was actually a lot better. I'm not gonna say that if the anime, and even Demon Slayer too, I'm not saying that it would be surpassing those series like My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, especially Demon Slayer. I don't think it would surpass Demon Slayer if it had a better anime, but I think it would be a lot closer. Yeah, me too, Lightning Anime. Like, the mid-time skip could even show some really cool Land of the Sun reuse in filler. Like, we get some really cool filler. Black Clover and OP keep me going. Hey, I mean, that's good. It's always good to have stuff that keeps us going. Meow matey. Yeah, I think we will get more of Liba, but yeah, I agree with that. Like, I wanted to just see Liba meet all the Black Bulls and stuff like that, but I am saying it. I don't know what you're referring to Cordoba, sorry. It's a shame Black Clover did not get the treatment from My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, and JJK. All but yeah. I mean, that's kind of the main reason is, like, I love the Black Clover anime. but it's like the stories and the characters that carry it. There are some amazing episodes, don't get me wrong. But if you compare to My Academia, even just My Academia, which if you compare it to My Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Demon Slayer, My Academia is like the worst of those three, and it's still animated way better and more consistently than Black Clover. And then if you look at JJK and Demon Slayer, like those are amazingly animated. Like, don't get me wrong, I like JJK especially. I think even before its anime was selling on par as Black Clover. So I don't think that if just getting a good anime makes it so that Black Clover sells more than JJK, but it would be a lot closer. Especially if it, from the get-go, had, like, a seasonal anime. Lightning anime, that's a really good point. That's the thing, like, a good season of the Spade Saga is gonna be wild. Because you gotta think of how many hype moments are in the second half of the Spade Saga. We got what I think is underrated, Asta and Liebe versus Noct. That's gonna be cool. We get Mereoleona versus the Ancient Demon. We get the Clover Kingdom versus the Ancient Demon and them failing. We get Yuno versus Zenon rematch. We get Noelle versus Vanica rematch. We get Charlotte versus Vanica, actually first before that. And we get Jack versus Dante. We get Noct versus the Supreme Devils. Asta versus Supreme Devils. Asta defeating the Ancient Demon. You know, okay, somebody needs to clip this and then bring it back up when this happens in a few years. But when Asta defeats the Ancient Demon in the anime in front of the Clover Kingdom, that's going to go viral. On YouTube, on Twitter, it's going to go viral. Mark my words. That might be the most hyped, even though that personally might not be my most hyped. But that's going to be hype. I think Megicula fight is going to be super hype. Magna versus Dante. That's going to break the internet too. That's going to be wild. Like, and we're not even done, guys. And just think of how many hype moments are in this saga. Yuno versus Zenon. When Zenon becomes a devil. Yuno gets star magic. That's going to be insane. Excuse me. And even though the Lucifero fight, in terms of quality writing, was not good, as an animated fight, it's gonna bang. So, and maybe they'll make Morris a better fight too. Like maybe they won't off-screen Dorothy. Cordobez, there's no way that they're gonna give such care to all these matches. I mean, I'm not assuming they will. I'm talking about if they do, if it goes seasonal. Yeah, Devil Union animate's gonna be dope. The 4v1 against Lucifero, yeah. Like all the Lucifero, like Asta, like Lucifero appearing, hype. The captains fighting Lucifero, hype. Asta, Yuno, Noct, and Yami fighting Lucifero, hype. True Devil Union, hype. And then the final episode of the Lucius reveal is going to be insane. I didn't hear about Black Clover hiatus. Black Clover is going to be on break next week, is what this stream is about. Asta getting taller. Yeah, that's true. Well, that's in the part 3, though. Not the Spade Saga. Children's Playground will be dope, too, yeah. Yeah, I think that Yuno versus Zenon is going to be really hype, especially with like a lot of the Bleach references to Okiura. But yeah, I mean, let's see. So Black Clover, I think, we've gotten the anime has gone to like chapter 269, 270, I believe. So that's 61, 62 chapters would need to adapt. So 26 episodes, I think that's a typical season. You could get that done. That's 2.5 episodes per season. I mean, per episode. Honestly, with good animation, Black Clover has the potential to rival Dragon Ball in terms of hype fights. I mean, personally, I would agree. But if we're talking about the general fandom, I don't know. Dragon Ball just has so much built up for over decades and decades. But I'm gonna stop reading this for a while. The chapters are too short, and also he keeps taking breaks. It's pissing me off. I mean, that's totally fine, but because I do agree that Black Clover is actually even better when you binge. Like, getting a series weekly is interesting, but it's way Black Clover works like rereading the Lucifero and Morris bits of the ending of the Spade Saga is way better when you're reading it weekly. That doesn't fix anything, but I mean it's a bit better. But Screen Seth, personally, I do think I agree with you. I just I don't know. I don't know if the fandom will agree with that. Homomagi, chapters. Yeah, the chapters have been short, but I mean, Black Clover's goated, so I'm gonna read no matter what. You can do all the Clover King versus Demon in one episode easily. Yeah. Yeah, the manga style animation for the climax of the fight with Lucifer would be so sick. Could Spirit Ladros solo My Academia? Probably. He'd be well above Multi-Continental and probably FTL plus. I don't know. My Academia is getting faster though, so it might be hard. Knock and Jack versus Don. Yeah, those are all crazy hype fights. Dope. Like Spade Saga is gonna go off, especially like it's gonna go off either way, even if it comes back with a typical animation. But if it's seasonal, it's gonna be wild. What's your theory about the status of the Joker Kingdom? I don't know when I'm gonna make a video about that. I might just stream and theory craft with you guys about it at some point. The anime finished on chapter 270. Is it 270? I thought it was like 269 or 270, yeah. No, cannot hit Gojo. Actually, he probably could. But that's a whole tangent. Could Spirit Ladros solo... Oh, no, I already read that, my bad. Joker Kingdom. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw it, Isaiah. I mean, actually, it hasn't even been revealed that it's called the Joker Kingdom. But there is a landmass that has a land bridge above the Spade Kingdom. So a lot of people are calling that the Joker Kingdom. So that's kind of what I think that everybody's referring to. Because that would be like another card that Tabata... Because Tabata names the kingdoms after the cards. They have a lot of fights to care for. They do. But, like, honestly, guys, go rewatch the first arc of the Spade Saga in the anime. I think it's 158 to 170 in the anime. For the most part, that's animated decently well. And that was, part of the seasonal stuff. The Ryu 7 versus the Espada. That'll be interesting. I am still working on doing Asta versus the Espada. See, honestly, like the Ryu's in 7, that would also be a good video, but that's just not going to get clicks. Nobody knows what the Ryu's in 7 are yet. Unfortunately. Byron, what do I think Lucius's base is in the series? Like, how strong his base power is? It's honestly, it can't be that strong anymore. Unless, I mean, he is getting stronger. But if we're talking about his base that he did against Asta in, like, chapter 333, 334... before he transformed to his paladin form, it's not very strong anymore. Like, honestly, I think the Ryuzen could defeat base Lucius. I think right now, Asta without Zedden could defeat base Lucius as well. But of course, if Lucius goes paladin, it's kind of game over. Samurai Knight, if you know with his Star Magic fought Gojo, could he not manipulate the actual space created by Gojo and make a whole and infinite? I mean, that's a whole debate of would his magic actually work on the infinity? But like I talked about this in the last stream, there is like a statement that makes me think that if you're way faster than Gojo's perception, you can just bypass infinity, because it says infinity has to track and measure cursed energy and threat levels, which means it has some sort of a speed. Like, people say that because it does it automatically means it's instantly or infinitely fast, which I think necessarily wouldn't be the case. Oh, base of operations. Okay. Um. Oh, where do I think his base in the series? Okay, that makes more sense when you say it like that. Um. I think it could be inside of the Dryad, or he's in a different realm. Can you teleport Gojo out of his infinity? Um, that's actually interesting. There is some evidence that Gojo's like he has weaknesses to spatial manipulation, but I don't know if Yuno's would be strong enough. If we're talking about Gojo versus Infinity, not necessarily he's outspeeding the Infinity. Yeah, you're right. XD anime. Asta's already pushing base Lucius, and then he's gotten way stronger. He would like current base or not current base, current partial W and Asta without Zed and slams. Shonen for life. Is it possible that the Sita was from the Land of the Sun? It's possible. She doesn't really look like she's from the Land of the Sun, but maybe she dyed her hair. Actually, so that wouldn't make sense because it's still the same color as Asta's, but. Is the Underworld in Black Clover an entirely different universe? Gaga 1X, that is the most supported interpretation that it is. Could Asta or survive a hit from Gojo's domain? Asta definitely. Well, if you're talking about them getting hit by the actual information, no. They would both be mindfucked. But Asta would not be hit by it because, for one, his anti-magic would protect him and negate it. And for two, he doesn't even have curse energy, so it wouldn't affect him. But for for verse equalization, it would affect him. As for his mana skin or mana zone protecting him, I'm a little iffy on it. It probably does, but I don't know. Again, when I was looking at Gojo versus Black Clover characters, I was mainly like, it was Asta and Yami. So I didn't really think too much about going against Gojo. I do miss Devil Union as well, Wolf's Instinct. So I've talked about this. I think the reason why Asta has been mainly using partial Devil Union is for the fact of, for one, partial Devil Union is better for training because you can stay in the form longer. Devil Union, he can only be in it for 5 minutes. Partial is 10 minutes. But also, I think that Tabata wanted to show off the Land of the Sun garb because it's, traditional Japanese wear. And Devil Union just completely blocks all that out. Partial Devil Union does not. So I think that's why. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, if Asta got hit by the information, Asta has shown resistances to mind manipulation with, like, the Witch Queen, so he probably wouldn't be affected as bad as a normal person. But I still think he'd be pretty much affected, and probably as well. They'd be pretty fucked. If the Limitless actually was instilling them with information, they would not do very well. Jack, Dorothy, Zenon, and Longress one-tap Gojo. Yeah, Jack's another guy who could defeat Gojo because his slashes would likely just adapt to the Infinity and negate it. Like, Dorothy probably has a decent chance. Zenon, maybe. Longress, I don't know. The issue with, like Gojo's... Like, because there's a way where you can say, no, not even Longress' spatial magic would affect the Infinity. Like, the Infinity would still block the offensive spatial magic, but... the weird thing with Gojo's abilities, it says that he manipulates space at the atomic level. But space works at the subatomic level too. And since that should be the baseline of what spatial manipulation is, especially for Longress, where it's really just a chunk of space, that means he's got a chunk of subatomic, which means it might overpower Gojo's, because it's only at the atomic level. But, again, it's a pretty big debate. I would definitely need to focus on its own video for that, rather than, because like I said, I mainly focused on Asta and Yami over the last year and a half when I made those videos. But yeah, guys, it's been a good stream. Thanks for all the super chats and the new member. Appreciate that, guys. But I do have to end the stream, get some studying done, get the last little touches on the video that'll be uploaded tomorrow for you guys. Brigade Captain members and higher, you guys get that early right now. So check the community tab for the members. You should be able to see the new video. But yeah, I gotta make the thumbnail for it still. I gotta add some finishing touches to it. I saw a little, I saw an error in it when I watched it, but yeah, new video for you tomorrow, and I should be streaming again on Sunday. But thanks for coming in, and thanks for the support, everybody. It was fun, as always, and hope you guys have an amazing day, and rest